All right. So, woof. This is gonna y'all. Okay, y'all ready for this? Raise your hand if you're ready for this. I don't want to see any hands in the air because none of y'all are ready for this motherfucking bullshit. Nearly half of Republican voters called January 6th riot legitimate protest. Poll finds. Amazing. About half of Republican voters characterized the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol as a legitimate protest, according to a new survey published Thursday, finding that comes as a handful of GOP lawmakers continue to try to cast the riot in a more positive light. I want to remind everyone, we have been protesting in Elizabeth City for 60 days in a row. There's not been a single thrown fucking object, right? Not a single broken window, not a single, there's been only violence as Confederates have driven into the crowd. Now, I say Confederates not because I'm characterizing them. I'm saying that because that's what they themselves identified as. We went to their Facebook posts, and all of them were saying, I'm a proud Confederate, okay? So, they're calling us rioters for 60 days of nonviolent protest. And then those same people say that, when you actually try to break into the fucking halls of democracy, or whatever the fuck the fucking liberals say, right, that's fine. That's all good. Everything's great with that. There's no problem whatsoever. So, this is from Forbes. The Monmouth University poll conducted June 9th to the 14th in a survey of 810 adults found 47% of Republican voters say legitimate protest is an appropriate term for the U.S. Capitol incident on January 6th, while 39% of independents and just 13% of Democrats. Now that's a headline. That's a motherfucking headline. That's a fucking goddamn headline. 13% of Democrats say January 6th, no big deal? What? A majority of Republicans, 62%, also describe January 6th as a riot, meaning a large number of GOP voters have a nuanced understanding of the attack. That's not nuanced, Forbes. That's called cognitive dissonance, okay? You need to understand that. Nearly 9 in 10 Democrats, 87%, and 7 in 10 independents, 67%, also describe January 6th as a riot, the only definition that drew across the board bipartisan support. What? Most Democrats, 85%, and nearly half of independents, 48%, called the Capitol attack an insurrection, a definition just one-third of Republicans agree with. Also, 3 in 4 Americans overall, 72%, define the events on January 6th as a riot, while 56% of the public describe it as an insurrection and 33% as a legitimate protest. This is a failure on all fronts. I mean, seriously, this is a giant fail. This would be like if 9/11 happened, and instead of engaging in a giant fucking, war on terror bullshit propaganda campaign, everyone was just like, I guess maybe it was a terrorist attack. What if that? What if, on fucking, August 2002, people were still debating, I don't know, was it really a terrorist attack? I mean, it might have been. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. So we don't need to really fucking read all that bullshit, but that's crazy. These motherfuckers are out of control. Y'all need to understand, they're out of control. They're crazy. They're fucking, the leash is off, motherfucker. These motherfuckers are running around and there's no fence, right? If there's a squirrel on the other side of the street, these motherfuckers are jumping across that street. Doesn't matter if there's trucks in the middle of the goddamn road. These motherfuckers are going after that squirrel. And fucking our democracy, I know, just bear with me, is the squirrel, motherfucker. And they're gonna kill that shit. So there's your little, I don't even know what to call that. Just, I don't know. It's something. There's your little something. Jesus Louises. Yeah, just some dudes flying some planes. No big deal.